Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, my go-to for building a website and online shop. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video where I'll be making little poster studies for these upcoming two portraits. These measure about 2.5 by 3 inches each, so they're almost kind of like thumbnail size. They're very small. I had not painted for almost half a year when I made this video. I think it was over 5 months. So I hadn't painted since the final weeks of my pregnancy, and now my baby is over 5 months old. So I feel like I've experienced an entire lifetime since the last time I oil painted, and frankly, I was quite afraid that I forgot how to oil paint because I've never gone this long without painting before. So even though in my previous video, I was setting everything up and kind of getting ready to transfer my concept sketch onto the panel and just start the painting, I decided to actually take a quick detour and make these small poster studies first as a kind of nice way to warm up my muscles and also to make sure that everything looks ready to go before I dive into the larger piece. So yeah, one was because I was quite rusty in terms of my skills, and two, I was working with a new palette as well. As I mentioned in my videos from last month, I was swapping out some of my previous colors, particularly the ones that contain cadmium, cobalt, and nickel. I swapped those out for non-toxic versions, just because I'm still breastfeeding, and just in general, I want to get used to using non-toxic colors because I'm already like preemptively preparing for my baby to grow up and one day accidentally eat my oil paints or something. I don't know, but I just thought it was a good time right now to switch up my supplies a bit. And so far, everything actually worked out pretty well. Turns out I do remember how to oil paint, although I haven't tested it on actual detailed rendering. So at least for the simple way of tiling paint in these little poster studies, it felt nice and familiar. It really is like riding a bike again. And also I'm quite happy with how the new paints are feeling. And it was nice to just kind of test out different lighting setups and colors for these two bigger pieces. For this one in particular, I made the forehead a little bit like tinted greenish turquoise because I had made a few prints these past few months and my printer was acting out, and it cast this turquoise kind of glaze on the foreheads of some of my portraits. And even though it was a printer error, I couldn't help but feel like those prints turned out really cool. So this time I decided to actually paint a forehead tinted turquoise on purpose because I felt like it was the universe giving me a sign and telling me that I should try it. And I really like this kind of artificial color gradient. So much so that I'm going to carry it into the next painting and have that forehead tinted a bit pink. Once again, these thumbnails are in preparation for paintings that I intend to put in one of my solo exhibitions coming up in 2027. And I want the exhibition to be kind of a visual representation of my fertility journey, of course, through, more vague symbolism, not super on the nose. And one of the representations of this journey is through light. And so I wanted the chrysanthemums to be glowing from the light of her tears because she is in mourning and grieving, and that was a huge part of my journey. And then the sister painting, which is the pink lily of the valleys, they're going to be glowing from the light of her eyes, and that's to symbolize the coming of spring, hope, optimism, joy. And in a way, they're kind of like yin yangs of each other. But of course, I don't want the sad painting to look too overtly sad and to the point where it's like unpleasant to look at. And I also don't want the happy painting to be so saccharine and over the top joyful. I feel like for me, the visual component to a painting is the most compelling and the most interesting when it's right in between the extreme ends of emotion. When things are kind of in this neutral state and it's just more of a aesthetically interesting piece to look at and gives space for the viewer to project their own emotions and their own interpretations. That's the kind of artwork that I enjoy making and the kind of art I enjoy looking at. And I think the more open-ended it is, the more, I guess, opportunities you give your viewers to relate to it, you know? So that's why even though this is about my fertility journey, I don't want to just make a bunch of paintings of pregnant women, because I feel like there's a lot of kind of parallel self-discovery or kind of overcoming obstacle type of journeys that can also be projected onto these pieces. It doesn't have to necessarily be about getting pregnant and becoming a mom and having a baby. There's so many themes of grief and loss and acceptance that, you know, I think can maybe be compelling to try to display visually. And yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. So hopefully you all enjoyed the process of watching me make these thumbnails. It was certainly very fun to paint them and very satisfying to kind of quickly make a tiny little painting and just get a sneak peek at what the final piece might look like, and also just to warm up my muscles in mixing the correct colors and getting the value hierarchies established right away. So in the next video, I'll be starting the actual painting, and I cannot wait to share that with you all coming up shortly. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. And of course, you guessed it, my eternal never-ending sale is still going on in my shop. So if you'd like 20% off your order of prints and originals, just enter the code HOLIDAY at happyd-artist.com. And if you're interested in learning more about how to paint and draw, I have lots of art educational content on my Patreon page, including exclusive video tutorials, step-by-step photo tutorials, live streams, podcasts, and even surprise art gift boxes, all available at patreon.com/happydartist. I'd love to have you join my Patreon family. A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and supporting the art community. I've been using Squarespace for 10 years now, and it's been an integral part of being able to make a living as an artist. Aside from their beautiful customizable templates and easy-to-use interface, Squarespace now has so many robust tools to help make website building be both effective and intuitive. There's a new design intelligence feature that uses a combination of industry experience and cutting-edge AI to help you make a website bespoke to your brand and digital identity. Squarespace takes the intimidation out of setting up an online shop with their intuitive e-commerce platform that accepts every type of payment method you can imagine, all with just a few simple clicks, so you can easily sell your work all around the world. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/happydartist to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Also, if you want to check out more artworks, works in progress, and just random daily artist adventures, feel free to check out my Instagram, and you can follow me at the handle @happydartist.